Hello everyone. We're going to review a FOMC trading today. So right now on the screen it's about 2:14. I have it sped up because typically how I like to trade FOMC is we wait for the initial shock, so you can see the range expanded right there at 2 o'clock. We have a high and a low, and I'm just watching how that range trades, and I'm going to build a plan on basically on what direction I believe the market's going to trade to. So you see me selling a micro right there. Basically, I'm just trading these small size contracts to get a feel for what I think the market's going to do. So if this micro contract gets more and more profitable as I hold it here, this is a good indication that, we don't want to bet against the trend. So it's kind of just a feeler position, just holding to see how this range is trading. And if anyone's inside this range, what kind of P&L are they looking at and what's their thought process? So I move that stop to break even, and I'm anticipating a low, a move into the lows right here. So that red line where you see those relative equal lows should break, and where it says sell side, I'm anticipating price to trade down in there. So at 2:30 is when I expect to see us move in a direction outside this range. So it's holding that little gap I have drawn. I put my stop right there at break even, as you saw the working order. And so we're just letting it do its thing in here. Okay, so this move down right here should break into new lows. So I'm zooming in on it. And it's failing to really get down there. So it takes me out, and I immediately flip long with a full size contract. Now I'm expecting new highs on the day. So I believe that was, we tried to run lower. Anyone that's short is now stopped out. So now I think we're going to aggressively run higher. And so that big blue candle that just painted, I want to see price stay above that. I don't want to see it return back inside that area. And we're aiming much higher. Where it says buy side liquidity at the top of my screen right there. So it's okay that it slows down right here. That's okay. As long as it does a pullback before it breaks those highs, I'm okay with that. Once it breaks those two highs to the left, I don't want to see price come back. So I'm not concerned about this right here. This is all fine. So I drew a new little fair value gap right there that I want to see hold. Okay, so it breaks through that high. So now my tolerance for risk should be close to zero now. I don't want to see price come against me. And as you can see, it immediately turns around and comes back to my entry. So I get out at break even right there. I'm not comfortable holding after that failure to move higher. So since I'm a little confused on why it didn't go higher, I'm going to give it some time and I'm going to see what it wants to do. I'm not going to hurry up and rush into another trade until I'm sure of the direction now. So we're moving into lows, and I want to get long right here, but I just don't fully trust it. I want to see some conviction. And what I mean by that is this red line I just drew right there. If price gets back above that, I'm willing to get a worse entry, because if we get above that, we should scream into new highs very quickly. And if we don't get above that, then I think new lows are on the table. So as you can see, we're failing to go lower right there. As soon as that red line breaks, I'm going to look to buy. So there we go. I go along at a 20-point worse entry than I had, but that's just the way it is sometimes. So now I'm aiming for that buy side liquidity up there, and I don't want to see us return to the range we just left out of. Now it's time to go and hit that target. It should happen quickly. Very quickly. And so now we're screaming higher right there. I'm going to set an order to sell at that red line. And I have targets higher as well, but since I only have one contract on, I have to make a decision. So we sell right there. I believe that was about $1,100 in under 2 minutes on one contract. So with basically no drawdown. I saw a little bit on the first position that I took off a break even, but that second position you saw as soon as I bought, it ran straight to my target. And that's the type of trading that I like to be a part of. And we're just going to see if it wants to hit my third target up there. And then we should see it push right here. There we go. So all three targets delivered, all right on time.